Hey my friends, this is Daniel Aldie, and today I want to talk with you about something that I love to call ancestral training. And basically what this is we adopt the mindsets, habits, routines, and disciplines that we've learned from our ancestors. You know, a lot of times the cultures that we have right now has been borrowed from the cultures that our ancestors once had. Now, I'm not saying that we cannot change it up. But what I am saying is that the mindset that has been passed down from our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents has been adopted in our life, and we have to find a way to change our thinking if we have a poor mentality based on our ancestral training. So what I'm basically saying is that many of us have been conditioned by our parents, our grandparents, and our great-grandparents to think in a certain way that may or may not be favorable to us. Now, most of the time, many of our ancestors were not as successful as we would like them to be, and that's why we're in the situation that we are today. But what I'm telling you is that if you understand where your ancestors came from and how they thought, it can help you to make some changes and use that as the ability to move and springboard on your goals and success. Let me give you a clear example. Let's say a man named Mark has been taught from his ancestors that milk was hard to come by because his ancestors had to travel miles and miles and work long and hard to get this milk. Now he believes that milk is hard to drink. And because he thinks that, now he's not able to enjoy milk as much as he could or should. But the fact is that Mark is not in the same situation that his ancestors were in. Now, even though it's easier, Mark has a greater responsibility to become more successful if he understands where his history is, if he understands where he was rooted in the past, if he understands the changes that he has to make in the present to make sure that he's more successful in the future. Let me give you another example. Let's say a woman named Julie knows what she wants to do, and she wants to use a credit card to fund her business. But her parents tell her that it's a horrible idea. Why? Because her great-grandparents tried to do a business and they took a loan and they failed. And her grandparents tried a business but they weren't as successful. So her parents decided to play it safe, and they knew that business may not be for them. So they're advising Julie that it may be the same way, and that part of her ancestral training may hold her back if she doesn't realize it. When you think about what your parents and uncles and aunts and grandparents say to you, you really gotta understand what they're not saying as well. You have to understand what they're thinking and what they really believe and what makes them say the things and act in the way that they're acting right now. So the next time you talk with your family, make sure you understand who you're dealing with and where your ancestors actually came from. Some of your ancestors may have been poor, some of them may have been rich. You have to know who is who and what is what. Once you understand your ancestral training, it will help you gravitate to your truth and help you elevate in your journey of success. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video because ancestral training, once you understand it, can change everything you do. It's worked for me and I hope it works for you. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and I look forward to seeing you next time.